Yeah, but you know, you get interested. I used to take the train when I lived in Canton. I'd take the train to go to New York and stay there for 2 days. Just move into the birdland. You know, I'd go there and as soon as it opened, and sit in the peanut gallery. I wasn't old. I was just old. I wasn't 21 yet. See? So you couldn't. And Billie Holiday sitting right in front of me with her little dog. He always had her little puppy dog. And Art Blakey's got the band on there, and Coleman Hawkins, and Machito. You know, I saw everybody. Powell lived there. He lived in the back room because my brother Eddie was playing with Billy Farrell. Bill Farrell, the singer, it was a white Billy Eckstein, you know, kind of sound. And but Powell's sleeping in the back. He lived there in the back because he had a lot of head case problems. And who was the drummer for? He's working Birdland. Okay, with Bill Farrell. Who's the drummer? Art Blakey. Art Blakey is playing the show. You know. It's strange things went on down in that downstairs room because I played next door in the bandbox. I was working there. That's a whole other story. Do you want this one? This is the quintet story. Out of work in New York, right? Quintet. Got my family. I've worked for. We all travel house trailers, pulling out my little house by a 24-foot trailer, and you know, I had 2 kids. I had 1 kid then, Carrie, and so there's no place to park in New York City. So you got to go across the bridge, Washington Bridge, and down and live in on that side of the river, you know, in Jersey, because there's no place to put a trailer. So what happened was, and you lived in this park, and there was all trailers, because if you think of those days, those years, television was in infancy, really. So Saturdays there was circus all day, always in the morning. There's the Mary Hartline and the circus, so-and-so circus live from the garden, the old garden, you know. Well, they had to have a place to live too, so they all lived in the trailer park. So we go out, and there's chimpanzees and all kinds of animals walking around. They're exercising, and they're living in these fancy trailers that are all tropical. The birds and stuff, they have to have their environment to survive, you know. But they got a whole house, and the jugglers are out there doing their thing. So it was quite a show. Yeah, every day there was something different going on, you know. So we're out of work, right? And our job fell through. We didn't have enough money to get out of the trailer park. You know, no, well, we really hung up. So we're walking down the street on Broadway, down by the Transit Authority, business buses and all that stuff going on. And hey, let's call CBS. But Arthur Godfrey's got this show that's called, it was kind of like the Idol thing today, you know. So we did called the Arthur Godfrey people. When does this show? How do you get on the show? So we have auditions on Thursday. So can you be there? I said, yeah, sure, we'll be there. We get a line down the street there, you know, Radio City, drums, and we got all this stuff hawking down there, and you got to wait for the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. So we went in and did our little shtick. We tried to make a little entertainment kind of thing out of it, and they said, well, we'll let you know. And we got a phone call. It says, can you be on Monday? I said, sure, we can be on Monday. Of course, we're not doing it, we're broke. We didn't tell them that. So we got on that show, and we went to the show. Archie Blyer had his orchestra there, and stuff, but we didn't need him because we were self-contained. but there was two singers, a black chick and a opera type guy, you know. There was 3 acts. And so we went, we did our thing. Now, you guys don't remember Julius LaRosa. Yeah, you would. I mean, he was a big star.
Mm-hmm.
He got fired that Monday morning. That we were going to be on Monday night. So there was no wars going on. Nobody was shooting anybody. So Godfrey fires Julius headlines, you know, all over the country. Oh, and he was a big guy. He was, boy, he ran that place. And so everybody's reading this, and everybody tuned in that night. Because not because we were there, we just lucked out.
Right.
And so we did, all 3 did our act in the very spot right now where David Letterman is. That little side door, I swore about my drums in, you know, when I sat up. So I can remember that place. It looks the same right now as it did then, the Sullivan Theater.
Yeah.
You know, so we did our thing, and I guess out of the goodness of his heart, he says, you all 3 gonna win. He said there was no phone calls or nothing like that. He said, you win. Give everybody a hand, everybody, and he's up and out. He's gone before they even get done applauding. But so we all won. Diane Carroll, she was 19. She was on, and so our prize was we got to work his daytime show. He has a daytime show on 5 days a week. Mm-hmm. And Julius LaRose, and they had a whole, the McGuire sisters and all those people in the green room. We're back there in the green room, and he's always out there. He's got these earphones on doing his show. But what people don't know, the writers are in the back room feeding him all these funny things to say, you know. That's and then when they cut him up, then that don't sound yeah. But we're in there with Diane Carroll, and she got to do her number, and then we did a number, and whoever. Sometimes you didn't do anything, but we had to get there at 6 o'clock in the morning, and it was a trip kind of over. But we could leave the drums there; didn't have to haul that in and out anyhow, you know. Because so that was we survived that because then our other prize was playing next door to Birdland. That's
bandbox.
The bandbox, and the feature band was Count Basie. That's what Gus Johnson was playing. It was April in Paris band. Mm-hmm. They did that. Joe Newman, Thad Jones, a couple of pretty good players in there. Yeah, Freddie Green, and then, but we were relief band, of course, but he was the main band, and the guys were really good, fun guys, you know. But they had to play a show, and who was the show? Sugar Ray Robinson. He just retired from boxing. He's going to be an entertainer. He's tap dancing and doing all the, and they got a string of broads. I don't know, a line of girls that were, they were not very good looking. I don't know, there was about half a dozen of them. They were involved in some, you know, dance routines, and the band's going to play this music. and Robinson, he's giving the band a little trouble. Gus Johnson about some kicks or something he won. He said, oh, look, I just tell you how to fight. Don't you tell me how to play my drums, okay? We'll leave it go right there, all right? And Gus was a big boy, nice fella. And I had to play his stuff. There was not enough room up there for 2 bands, you know. But they had to play the show, and they were really bugged. I don't know who was the saxophone player then. Try to think about the real good guys. He was
Frank Foster.
Frank could have been. But anyway, they asked. They said, "Can we come up and play with you guys once?" Yeah, well, sure. Yeah, why not? And so they did. You know, they would take turns coming up, but they didn't get to play. They've been playing this stupid music for. They do their hits. They did the April in Paris and all those things. But it was a really fun bunch of guys. Mm-hmm. And it was a week before Sonny come in and played. I caught him in Philadelphia. After we all got through that New York thing, we got all